So we see plenty of vessels within the universe of the Expanse, ranging from these small Morgan-class patrol destroyers, which are 40 meters long, tiny little gunboats, to the massive Doniger-class battleships, but no vessels quite compare to the Nauvoo, or the Behemoth, or Medina Station. It went by many names, but I figure today we'll go over the history of the Mormon colony ship turned warship turned space station. I'm Colin, and this is Sci-Fi Deep Dive. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, to head down below and hit that subscribe button. So the Nauvoo, which is what it was originally called, was one of the largest vessels within the universe of the Expanse, and it makes sense with what it was built for. The Nauvoo was originally commissioned by the Mormon Church as an expeditionary vessel to go found a Mormon colony on another star. It was a generational ship designed to transit interstellar space and be out in deep space for a very long time. As such, it was built to massive specifications. 2.5 kilometers long and nearly 1 kilometer in diameter, it was absolutely gargantuan. It dwarfed any other vessel in the system. You could fit 4 Doniger-class battleships inside of the interior space of the Nauvoo and not touch the walls. I mean, it's gigantic. It was originally constructed by Tycho Station, one of the most prominent shipbuilders in the outer planets. And Tycho was picked for a very specific reason. Unlike other shipbuilders which operated either on the surface of planets or in the gravity wells of other worlds, the station, Tycho Station, where the Nauvoo was built, is in open space, so there was basically limitless room to build this massive ship. It was designed with a centrifuge system to generate artificial gravity across its massive drum-shaped main body, and that would provide a 1G environment for its crew and passengers as they carried out their long journey to another star. Inside, it had all the amenities you'd expect from a city here on Earth, from religious temples, all Mormon facilities, to grocery stores, schools, homes, places for families to grow up and live their entire lives within the hull of this ship, which, like I said, it's a generational ship. During the Eros crisis, when the asteroid Eros, which had been converted into a colony, was careening towards Earth and threatening to wipe out the home world of humanity, the Nauvoo was commandeered by workers at the shipyard and converted into a weapon and used in an attempt to destroy Eros before it hits Earth. Now, ultimately, that attempt failed, with Eros dodging the Nauvoo and the ship ending up careening off into deep space. But that was the first time that the Nauvoo was really taken from its original purpose as a Mormon colony ship. After it was left drifting in deep space for a short period of time, it was recovered by OPA sympathizers working with Tycho Station and converted into the OPA Behemoth, the flagship of the OPA's new navy. It actually became, in a lot of ways, a de facto capital during this era. And it was a fairly impressive warship in some senses. It was absolutely massive, so it had a very intimidating presence on the battlefield. On top of that, its resources, which were built to support an entire city, were redirected to weapon systems, which allowed it to have 6 heavy railguns, the largest complement of railguns on any warship that I'm aware of. 6 external torpedo bays, allowing a large number of externally mounted torpedoes, and over 170-point defense cannons to keep the vessel shielded from incoming fire. Now, it served as the OPA Behemoth throughout the Ring Gate crisis until it was established as Medina Station within ring space. It became the OPA's base of operation beyond the ring, and really became one of the most crucial assets during the war with the Free Navy, where Medina Station was pretty firmly on the side of the Free Navy. It was significantly damaged during the Second Battle of the Ring Gates during that war, but was ultimately repaired and would serve as a base of operations for OPA operations beyond the rings for the foreseeable future. Ultimately, the Nauvoo represents a significant step in shipbuilding and a momentous accomplishment for humanity. It was a generational ship designed for interstellar travel, and ultimately it did achieve that by traveling through the rings. And while it wasn't necessary for interstellar travel with the opening of the ring gates, it still was a very impressive feat of engineering. And it's kind of sad that it never got to fulfill that role, instead being co-opted by the OPA for military purposes. If you'd like to learn more about the faction that ultimately took control of the Nauvoo, the OPA, I'll leave a link up here to my video covering the basics of this faction. And I want you to let me know down in the comments what you think of the Nauvoo. Do you think it's too big to exist within the universe of the Expanse? Or do you think it makes sense for a ship like this to be constructed to carry out this kind of purpose? Is it too out there, or do you think it's plausible? And if you have anything you'd like to see me cover in The Expanse, leave it down below in the comments. Last but not least, if you enjoyed this video, head down below, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon so you get notified when I upload new videos. So for Sci-Fi Deep Dive, I'm Colin, and I will see you next time.